One thing you mentioned at the very beginning was before COVID, it was a big risk in some ways to run an event. And part of why people would come to you is that you would make those, people already in the red, and you would basically help them get that to a very profitable place by crafting a great offer, great content, having I guess a formula in some way to make this event a financial success. And when that all shifted in COVID, then it became, okay, we don't have the overhead, but you still have all that expertise. What are some of these things that we should be doing if I'm going to run that first event for it to be a tremendous success?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the way I look at it is that it's funny. Jeff helped me figure this out. He said this earlier, but for years we said that we, built live events. And he's like, you actually don't build live events, you build businesses. And then we took that a step further. And we're like, for a long time, we were an event company who happened to do high ticket offers. And now I say we're a high ticket offer company who happens to do live events. And I really think that's a great way to look at this, is that it's really about the high ticket offer. It's not about the live event. Meaning that, going back to this whole idea of the accordion, and if let's say you have, let's say, a course, since you're Launch Family, and you are launching your course, and you've already come up with a body of work, like a basic framework that encapsulates your zone of genius. And now you're like, okay, I'm ready. I think I'm going to do this live event thing. I'm going to try this out. You basically would host, in my opinion, a 3-day live event. I'll tell you why in just a second, a 3-day live event, and you would launch your course. The event is just an immersive version of your course, and your high ticket offer is mastery of your course. So follow me on this for just a second. This is how I've started to think of our industry. Whatever you do for free, let's say challenge, webinar, core, podcast, launch, whatever you're doing free, is to get your audience to think, you can do that? Like, it's an introduction. It's the introduction to your method. Like, what? You can do that? I had no idea you could do that. Then once they start following you, they're like, well, wait a minute. Now that I hear more about this, I can do that. They actually make it their own. Like, they start to get excited. I think now that I hear more about this, I could do this. That's where your course comes in. The course is the opportunity for them to learn your method. Now you're going to introduce them to your 3-day live event experience. And this is where they experience your method. This is where they're thinking, I love this course content. It was amazing, but I just want to go deeper. And you're like, I thought you would. I happen to have a 3-day experience where you can experience the method. We're going to go even deeper. And then at that live event, they're naturally going to think, if you design it right, this is so amazing. I want more. Like, I really want to go deeper on this. And you say, I thought you would. I happen to have a high ticket offer where you can master the method. So if you think of it as introduction to method, the method, experience the method, master the method, that's the buyer psychology. That's the journey that you're taking them on. And that journey is, you can do that. Wait a minute, I could do that. Wait a minute, I will do that. Wait a minute, I must do that. That high ticket offer is way too good to pass up. And I'm crazy not to do that. Like, when you really think about it, I'm crazy not to master this method. And so we break it down that simply. The benefit of it is, it's like you have to have a huge body of content. You already have the content. You're just allowing your buyer, your right fit client, I like to think of your buyer as your right fit client. You're allowing your right fit client to go deeper with you. And the deeper they go, the more they pay. So they're going to pay more for your course than they do for free. They're going to come to your live event and pay more for your high ticket offer than they did for your course, because they're having more exposure to you. So it's pretty easy when you start to string it together that way. You're like, of course you're ready. Like, how hard is it to put together a course? You can do that. How hard is it to put together an event based on the course? You can do that. How hard is it to put together a 1-year program where you're going to coach them through your method? You can do that. So when you think about that, it's like, oh, wait, no, I am definitely ready to do a live event. And then you asked me, like, how you do it. Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, I can already see, like, there's clearly an emotional style of journey that's going through anyone who's going to an event like this. And if I'm running my own, from the big picture standpoint, I get the idea, but yeah, I'd love to hear more about, like, where are the tactics on, like, okay, I stretch my course out over day one, sure, but, like, what am I offering? How do I craft an offer? So, yeah, some of the tactical things might be great for people to hear.
Yeah. So I think, like, really high level, I personally believe a high ticket offer, any high ticket offer, doesn't matter whether you're selling it because you like to help dog trainers, or you help restaurateurs, or you help personal development, or you're in business development. Doesn't matter what niche you're in. I think at the end of the day, your high ticket offer is 2 things. And I have an acronym. I'm a big fan of acronyms. So there's an acronym for that. It's 2 things. The first is ACE, ACE, and the second is RIM, RIM. ACE is the part of your high ticket offer that is accountability. People want accountability. If you think about it, I took your course, but I need to be accountable in order to go deeper, take it farther, and master it. So I want to be accountable. Then I want a sense of C, community. Like-minded community. And keep in mind, I say this all the time, but it's so, so true. I see more and more of it every day. You can have the most amazing people in your life, spouse, family, friends, and they still might not be your like-minded community. People like you, trying to do what you're trying to do, right? Your like-minded community. And then E is enhanced opportunity to be more, do more, have more, and make more. So this is what you're selling in your high ticket offer. You're selling accountability, community, and enhanced opportunity to be, do, have, and make more. And by the way, if your personal development might be make more love, make more light, make more health. It doesn't have to be make more money. It's just the concept of make more of what you want. Then it's how you do it. And how you do it is the RIM piece. And to give credit where credit's due, I learned this from Tony Robbins when I heard him explain what mastery was. He said mastery is repetition, immersion, and modeling proven practices. And as soon as I heard it, I'm like, of course it is. That makes so much sense. If you want to master something, you have to repeat it. You have to be immersed in it, and you have to model a practice that's already proven. So that's RIM, R-I-M. So what you do is ACE, and how you do it is RIM. That's a high ticket offer. So now all you have to figure out is what's the right rhythm to take your right fit client through in order to give them accountability, community, enhanced opportunity, and repetition, immersion, and modeling proven practices. It could be a mastermind. It could be group coaching, could be monthly immersions, Q&A. Like there's so many ways, so many vehicles to deliver it. And I think that's infused by your own awareness of what you like doing and who you're serving and what would get them the outcome. Because, at the end of the day, people don't buy trainings, they buy outcomes. They're buying an outcome. So what's the outcome that you're creating? And then what's the fastest path to get them there? So that's the part of the high ticket offer, okay? So then the next piece is like, how do you fit that into a live event? And to give credit where credit's due, because I like to do that, this idea came from two members in my Plat Plus mastermind. They called me one day and said, hey, would you run us through that thing that you talked about at Plat Plus that was like, how is the 3-day event formatted again? And I explained it. And they are Susan Garrett, most amazing dog trainer on the planet. If you have a dog, check her out. You've got to. I mean, like seriously, she changed. We have a little puppy and she changed our lives. She's so incredible. We're not the only ones. And Michael Maidens, also incredible coach in his own right. So they're on a call and I walk them through and they're like, oh, it's 3 things over 3 days. It's like a 3x3. And I'm like, yeah, it's a program at a glance, a PHE. Oh, it's a 3x3 PHE. So that's how that was born. So let me explain 3x3 PHE. 3x3 PHE is day one of your event, content, connection, community. The only thing you have to do on day one of your event, give amazing content, create incredible connection to yourself, to the like-minded community. And this is most important, a connection to their sense of what's possible in the future, a sense of that they can do it and that they can actually see themselves doing it, that connection to that higher power, future casting. And then the last C is content, connection, community. So we've got amazing content, incredible connection to you and to themselves and to their future, and then a sense of a like-minded community. Those are the 3 C's, okay? All you have to do on day one. Like your goal on day one is they leave and they're like, this was amazing and I can't believe I have 2 more days. Like seriously, because you want them to come back for the next 2 days. So you don't sell them anything. All you do, content, connection, community. Okay, day 2, more great content, more incredible connection, more incredible community. But you know what's going to happen? Like this is inevitable. Doesn't matter how sophisticated or how smart your audience is. They're going to go from, wow, this was so amazing. I can't wait to start implementing this to, wow, this is a lot of stuff. I could use help implementing this. And you say, I thought you would. That's why I have the most incredible solution for you. So day 2 is problem, solution, invitation. What's the problem? You have a gap from where you want to be and where you are. Solution, I can close that gap. And the how is with my invitation, which is my high ticket offer. My high ticket offer will solve your problem. Go team, go. Would you like to invite me? Join me for a year in my high ticket offer program. And then day 3 is decision, commitment, celebration. That's the last 3. Get them to decide to do something differently, commit to start right away, and celebrate what it's going to look like when they get there. And the hook on that is if in making that decision of when you're going to start and what you're committing to do and what you're going to celebrate, you realize that it would be so much easier to not do it on your own, to do it with the help of accountability, community, enhanced opportunity, with repetition, immersion, and modeling proven practices, then decide to do it with us. Commit to starting today. We're going to celebrate at a welcome celebration here today at the event. The program starts at the event. And literally, That is a 3-day event model. Like, you really don't need to make it any more complicated than that. Layer in your course, make it an experience. They will want more. Follow that trajectory, and literally you've launched your high ticket offer. I mean, sure, there's more details, but high level, that's how it works.
Hey, Launch family, one more thing before you go. We have some free launch resources for anyone who wants them over at getyouLaunched.com. You just enter your email, we'll send it out to you, and we can help you get launched. Thanks again for listening. We'll catch you next time.